A fantastic race from both runners, and we are underway.
And as you know, we are going to start with the wooden sword in its normal cave. In fact, everything in the caves is in their normal places today. You're going to find all of the free money to pick up. You're going to find all the door repairs, which we're not going to see, by the way. They know where they are. We're going to find the letter, the magical sword, where you expect to see those. And as a cytown is doing a screen scroll here, after picking up a bomb drop from these Grias, if he's possible, he's looking for a bomb drop here. So is the green leaf effect. They both know that bombs are very important for dungeon exploration, so they want to get this on the way to their first level. They are not successful. TGE... Well, Cytown was not successful. He's going to try and get the last Gria on this side. He's going to try to kill this Gria and see if he can get those bombs. He does not succeed. He will not have bombs. So what he's going to do, he's going to screen scroll now to the next screen, wrap around, and now he's at level 3. And you're going to notice that the dungeons are also all in their vanilla locations, except this is level 1.
Yes, we find level 1 here at level 3, Cyclone. A good start. I always love finding level 1 early, because there will be 3 items in this level 1. 2 on the floor and 1 in a staircase. And Wizrobes in the dungeons spell an early death for Cytown. He's trying to kill those orange ones quickly, looking for a bomb drop, probably.
We have an early compass for the green leaf effect, and that was in a room full of ropes. Compass just lying on the floor, not very well guarded, so he knows where to find that Triforce in level 1 now. Level 1, by the way, has 3 items contained within it. It is one of 2 dungeons in this game to have that setup. So level 1 has 2 floor drops. They replace the wooden boomerang that's normally in this dungeon, which could still be here, and the boss heart container, and then the staircase drop replaces the bow, which again could still be here, could even be on the floor for all we know. So that's why we have 3 items in this dungeon.
Also, we have the green leaf. Oh, there's a heart on the floor. The green leaf effect is currently playing as a Wizrobe, so we'll see Link's shooting magic at him. Is he going to grab it?
He is grabbing the book. Wow.
This is classic TGE. If he finds an early book, he'll take it and then hope to find the wand and use the spell of the fire to burn the bush to normally get into Vanilla 8. He likes this strategy, whether it be for the memes or whether it be for speed. This is typical TGE right now.
And just to explain that a little bit more, normally runners will avoid picking up the book at all costs, unless there's some kind of setting like an atlas or something, which is not in effect here. But if it were, it would give access, for example, to all the maps in a Shape's dungeon, in a Shape's seed, which is very, very important. Speaking of, we have our first map for level 1, so we have a kind of a dodo bird or something there. I don't know what we want to call that, but
it's linear. I'll tell you that much.
It is definitely
linear. Up a lot of keys.
It is definitely linear. It could have a bait block in that little column there too. You never know. So we'll talk about that if we see it, of course. So runners are going to be trying to get their 3 items out of here. They're going to be looking for that Triforce, which TGE knows where it is. Do you expect it to be... Nope, not in the Wizard Room. Cytown just picked it up.
Cytown still has 1 item in this level 1 that he has yet to see. We'll see if he goes back in.
So to finish my earlier thought, the book normally is used... to finish my earlier thought, the book is normally, if it were to be used as an atlas, runners would pick it up. But because the book has no additional function, the fact that all it does is takes your magic wand and acts as an instruction manual to learn how to turn fire off of it. Most runners don't like that because they will use it as a regular combat weapon. It's as good as a white sword against many enemies. So for that reason, they avoid picking up the fire to continue to use it as a white sword. Once you add the fire, you tend to run into the fire, and it's not convenient at all.
Cyclone, Cytown was bomb blocked out of checking these last couple of rooms in 1, but he passes up on just a single heart container, so it's a good early play by him. He'll be the first one into the next dungeon, level 7 at the Vanilla 1 spot on the island. Or across the bridge.
Now, he does not know that was a good play, so he may go back and check that later. Level 1, though, is a quick dungeon, so I can see that not taking too long, even if he does. But it would still be time wasted in that case. TGE now getting his Triforce.
Rafts on the floor in 7 for Cytown.
Very, very nice. The raft is one of those items that is absolutely key to finishing the seed. There are, I think, if I'm doing the count correctly, I believe there are 5 items here that are absolutely necessary. Those are the silver arrows at the top, the bow, that raft, which is now lit up for Cytown, the whistle, and the candle. We can buy a candle. We buy the blue candle, but we may also find the red candle. Or in TGE's case, he also has the wand fire that he can use. So those are
Oh
5.
man, early raft and early compass.
Correct.
Oh, you love finding that in these large dungeons like a shape 7. This means he doesn't have to clear any more rooms besides what it takes to get to his Triforce. And he's currently blocked by a Patra in a diamond.
Being able to do level 7 very quickly like this is a very good feeling. Oh, wow!
Oh! Very skillful dodging of the Expando Patronum.
I almost feel like that was lucky. He did not kill the
He did it
lieutenant
again.
fly. Okay, he
This
managed to kill
is
the
terrifying.
He finally killed the lieutenant fly. Let me explain what I mean by this, by the way. Around Apache, you find that ring of flies. One of them will be a lieutenant fly, which if you kill that fly, it locks whatever formation in for what the flies are currently doing. So if they're currently expanding out, they're going to continue expanding out and in until they're all dead. So in this case, he locked in that pattern. He had to kill that last one while it was still doing the expanding.
Meanwhile, TGE is now in 4. I didn't get to watch his overworld, but I believe he clipped over to the graveyard side. And cytown finds his Triforce out of 7. He's going to say, I found a floor item in here. I'm good for now.
Ooh.
And he's going to leave it.
One of those Sectite screen warped to the top. I think it fell back in, but I didn't see where it went. Okay, it came in because it's dead.
Also, that 4. Ooh, there's an ugly little 2 segment. There's a tiny little segment on the bottom. Hopefully, we won't have to go there.
And we already have a clip of that Patra fight that we just saw from Cytown in the chat. That was a fantastic Patra fight. Definitely worthy of the clip.
Ooh,
So-
TGE finding the Triforce in 4. He's going to leave it for now, hunting the rest of the dungeon for more resources and the key items.
So speaking of that, we did have an expensive 71 rupee candle in the shop at the, I believe that was at the Forgotten spot that we saw that. So very expensive candle today. The runners will want to find the red candle if they can, save a little bit of money. 16 rupee bombs.
A little bit of a discount. Cytown's going to check his Armos item to see if it has been shuffled in this seed or not. And woo! Early red candle, sub 10 minutes. That means he will not have to buy that slightly expensive candle at 71, and he can just... That's even a minor combat upgrade for him, because he can fire as many flames from the red candle as he likes.
Didn't I just say if they find that red candle, they're going to want to find that red candle to avoid the blue candle? All you have to do is speak of it, and it shows up. So both runners are now in level 4. TGE did see the compass, but he already knew where the Triforce was. Didn't bother picking that up because he knows where to go. Of course, he does find the fabled wooden boomerang,
The green
or
leaf
as
effect, picking up his namesake.
or as he likes to call it, Lord Banana. In fact, I was looking at his stream a moment ago. It actually has "Go Banana" above a Kirby on his stream, so that's literally a meme for him.
TGE still looking for one more item. Oh, the banana won't help you against those dart nuts. Their
No.
armor is like, just shrugs that right off.
I don't think they can be limited down to a or lowered down in the plus -2. I don't think they can go down to a level where the boomerang can even touch them, even if it were to be an insta-kill boomerang. They would go down to one hit that would still need a weapon.
Yeah, their armor protects from measly bananas. TGE's got to be careful. He's at one more heart. One more little tap from these orange dart nuts and he'll go down.
He found a heart there, so he's going to continue this fight. Cytown, meanwhile, fighting some spiders.
Doing very skillful bombs. You have to. The bomb saves its direction from the moment you drop it. So you gotta either bomb dart nuts like traveling parallel with them, or in a perpendicular direction.
Down to one dark nut. This should be fine. This should be no problem now. There it goes. And after all that, there was nothing in the room.
Not a good feeling.
He did have to open that door, though. That fight was necessary to open the door so he could go back and get the Triforce.
There's still one item at large in this 4.
Again, ignoring the compass. I think he's going to go up and check the room to the left. I don't think he was there yet. I could be mistaken, though. Nope, he must have been there. He's going the other way.
TGE knows where his Triforce is. It was early in the dungeon.
Yep, he's going back for the Triforce now.
No, he's still item hunting, and he finds a mugger room. Leave your bombs or your keys. He up-A's out of that, and he's like, no thank you. And he's like, there's a room over to the right. But it's a 5-pair room. In, like, first quest, that 5-pair room will never have a floor drop except in level 1. So TGE knows to leave it.
Being noted in chat, and I think we missed talking about too. Cytown managed to force a nice bomb drop off of the Tektites. Now, normally there are some enemies that will not drop certain kinds of items. For example, the ropes will not drop fairies, and the Tektites, I'm not sure if they're normally in the bomb dropping group. But if you manage to keep a good count, and you manage to kill a certain enemy in the count with a bomb, in this case, you actually will be able to force a bomb drop off of that enemy.
Yes, and that aids in his continued exploration of this 4, and a lot of rooms being explored thus far. That Dig Dogger on the far end of 4 may have our floor drop.
And that Dig Dogger cannot be defeated yet.
No. The 2D Flute, the Recorder, the Magic Whistle, whatever you wish to call it, is currently at large.
And there's still a lot of levels that could be in. So if that's our second item, that's an important item. Whoa, thank you, Tektite. So if that's an important item, we will have to see what that is later.
I believe TGE is now full clear of this 4 as much as he can. He wants to grab his Triforce and get out now. Cytown will leave the boomerang on the floor saying, my diet's fine, I don't need more potassium.
Well, personally, I think there is value in picking up at least one of the boomerangs because it is a good weapon for some of those enemies that you can insta-kill. Obviously, Tektites will not be one of them. They need 2 hits in this flag set, or this, not flag set, but in this particular seed. But an enemy that rolls down can potentially be killed with a boomerang. We've seen Stalfo is able to be killed with a boomerang. Obviously, Keese normally can be killed with a boomerang. They could roll up, of course. So the boomerang can be used to kill those kinds of enemies.
These red Dark Nuts have been eating their Wheaties. They do not go down to a single bomb. They are at 6 HP. The bomb doing 4 points of damage. It's going to take a little extra effort to kill these red Dark Nuts for Cytown.
Yeah, these Dark Nuts are gross today.
Also, Cytown probably thinking he doesn't need the boomerang, given he already has a red candle, where TGE does not. Anything that could be boomerang, he'll just blast it with fire.
That is true as well.
TGE will grab his Triforce out of level 4. That's 2 Triforces for him, and he's probably, provided he doesn't die to these gorillas, will make his way over to the Armo statues, where he will claim his red candle as well. He's going back into 4.
TG has 1 bomb. He's back and 4. He's refilling his health. He might just do it as a health refill. And he's out.
He's bomb farming. He's bomb farming.
That's
or
exactly
not. Oh, health refill just for overworld exploration. I like it. I would not have thought of that. So props to TGE.
And Cytown getting mugged. And stands there thinking
about it. You don't want to lose exploration time.
Yeah, he wants to go back.
He just goes back.
He wants to go back and get out of here as soon as possible. And
there's the red candle for TGE, successfully stunning the Armos in place to pick it up.
And when an enemy is stunned with the boomerang, you can walk through it. It will not affect you. So that is a benefit with the boomerang as well.
Ooh, looks like TGE is going to be the first one to make the play up to Death Mountain to see what dungeon has been shuffled over there.
There's our vanilla 250 rupee blue ring. We also found 77 rupee meat. So if the bait block comes into play, there it is, 77 rupee meat.
Oh, TG. Oh, I like this divergence of paths. TGE gonna go ahead and check Vanilla 9. Cytown gonna use his knowledge of finding the raft to find level 3 at the island. So we'll see which runner gains an advantage now from this divergence of paths.
KG was trying to find a way to get through the wall, didn't find it, didn't open, so he's going to try to pirouette and open the door now as Cytown gets his magic wand.
That's an early combat advantage. The magic wand will do the same damage as a white sword, so Cytown takes the early lead on combat.
Now, should we know that when TGE gets that magic wand, he will have fire coming off the end of it, which he's playing as a Wizrobe. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
Maybe that's why he chooses to always pick up the book, so he's always on brand. But
Exactly.
in any case, while beneficial, he picked up red candles, so he's not really going to need the extra fire from that wand. Immediate ladder block for Cytown in level 3. Gonna up an A and take his wand and go elsewhere. TGE continuing to clear out this 6.
Level 6 can be one of the bigger dungeons in the game. We won't know until we see the map whether that is the case. Here, we could even see the items early, but there's a nice ladder block right there. And can't do anything with that. So yeah, we're going to come back here later too. Or TGE is going to go back and find and check the other path, it looks like.
Exhaust all options. There's at least one more path he can check.
I don't think he went to the right either, did he?
Oh, he did go to the... actually, we'll see in a second.
Well, there's a ladder block.
There is a way up. Cytown gonna give us a first look at what's waiting at the coast. As TGE finds the compass at 6, even if he's ladder blocked, that could be very beneficial. That kind of gives you a direction to the dungeon. And if you can get that Triforce and get out, you can always come back later if you have to.
Of course, it's up there at the top. What are the odds that we can have a ladder blocked Triforce room? We're going to have to find out here.
Bow on the coast! If
That
we
is
didn't
a nice
already think ladder was required, that confirms it.
Yeah, so add the ladder to our list of requirements for this seed. So in this case, there are 6 items we know are required in the seed today.
Cytown finds level 2 at Vanilla 8 under the burn bush.
Oh, TGE just showing the main reason why it's useful to pick up the boomerang. He saw a bomb drop fall on the other side of the moat. Cytown would not have been able to pick that up because he has no way to get the item and bring it back from that side of the moat. TGE was able to throw the boomerang up there, grab the bombs, and they're in his inventory. He can use them.
TGE has also found a way around that quote-unquote ladder block. Looks like, I spoke too soon?
You had to say it, didn't you?
One room away from the Triforce. Commentator's curse.
I just said, what are the odds of a ladder block here? Let's see what happens in this room.
Oh, no!
You gotta be kidding me!
Can you go in from the left side? He'll certainly try to find a way around. He's at 1 heart. He's got to be a little careful.
Can he go one more to the right? There is another column to the right. If he can go right, he is able to get around. He's going to go down, find a room of nastiness.
Yes, be careful, TGE.
Meanwhile,
Cytown's bouncing through multiple dungeons. He's finding blocks of all kinds.
Yeah, he went to level 5 to see, and that's over at the level 2 spot today. I was just about to mention that. So he's going to start looking at level 2, see if that gives him any kind of progression.
He wasn't in level 2, but not even a minute. Level 2 being at level 8 today.
According to chat, he seems to have full cleared it very quickly. Now, it's very rare, but you can, if the items line up correctly, you can full clear a level in about a minute. And I've even seen that happen with a level 6.
TGE taking the transport in 6.
Oh! You gotta hate seeing it.
Deep in that 6, eating one of the traps.
I wouldn't have been surprised if he left at that point. He's still trying to see if there's an item somewhere that he can get to.
Cytown's using his wand to very quickly and efficiently explore this 5. We had synchronized death for each of our runners, and Yuck, that 5.
Oh, look at this tea
And
room.
hi. So this tea room is, while yes, we know we need the ladder, this tea room is not technically a ladder block. There's always a way around it, and in this case, it looks like the way around would be a transport staircase.
It has to be a transport staircase. And look at this. There's a segment over there as
Blood
well.
by
That
Goma!
means...
A transport staircase blood by Goma!
Are you kidding
No,
me?
no, it's not. Okay,
There's a...
that almost
there's a
gave me a
transport
heart
staircase.
attack.
Well, there have to be 2 sets of transport staircases. The reason I say that, there is no way through that tea room. It is that one room in the 3rd row, that single room. You cannot get through that. So you have to have a transport to get to the top half of that side, and a transport to get to the other half. He's in the top half now. There is another transport to get over to the Triforce. That could be blocked by the Goma.
He does find a way to his Triforce from the... Oh! But he eats a blue Lino beam right to the face.
Swords are not delicious.
He can enter into the Triforce room from the left side, which is what I thought he was going to do earlier, and then he took that staircase all the way around.
And
with all this extra time in 6, CGE's making a gamble. He's like, I've spent a ton of time here already. I'm going to find my items and just hope cytown doesn't dig it out.
I'm trying to point at cytown taking his time on that blue Rizrobe setup there. Old man, this is the wrong game. This is not Super Mario Brothers. Don't do that.
With another blue Lino beam to the face. I know we're talking about really experienced runners, but running through blue Linos and blue Wizards and stuff, they're still only on 5 hearts and green tunic. Like, that's terrifying.
cytown in a room full of ropes right now, and he is currently up. Just found a clock, but he doesn't need that. Just picks up the bomb drop, blows up the wall. Perfect timing for him.
He's grateful for those bombs. He was at 0. He would not have been able to continue exploration without them. Oh, another Lionel.
Lionel's, ugh. Oh, look what cytown just found. He found the power bracelet on the floor of level 5. We know what our floor drop is there. And a dig dogger in a ladder block.
I don't recall if we've seen this staircase item in 5. It could be under that Goma. It could be past that ladder block. There could be something valuable in this 5. The power bracelet, not as valuable on this particular flag set. It'll give you access to the vanilla any roads, but it's not required to finish the game.
So I just did a quick count of this level 6 that TGE is in. We have 37 rooms in this level 6. So this could potentially, outside level 9, this could potentially be the biggest dungeon in the seed. If you assume 7 and 8, since they have to share the same map, so 8 usually can be larger than 7. You can usually expect it to be around 34 or 35 rooms. So we will see when we get to level 8, if we see that map, how that compares.
And I haven't been timing it, but it feels like TGE's been in this 6 for about 10 minutes or so.
I agree. I think it's been about 10 minutes by now.
Well, he's finally in the Triforce room. If he can get through all of these... I blanked out. I know what these are. Anyway, there. Stuns
Gibdos?
the mummies, the Gibdos. Yes, I had a brain fart for a moment. To get his Triforce out of 6. Well done, TG.
Yeah, that is nasty. If that ladder is hard to find, then cytown may have to do the same kind of maneuvering to get to that Triforce, and that will be where TG can gain some time back, because he is only 1 Triforce behind. cytown does have a Triforce lead at this point with 4 Triforces.
TGE's back in this 6. He is all in on this 6 through the time he's invested. He's like, I have to find something here, or this time investment is nothing.
And he takes down the death. I would probably move on at this point, but he may continue to dig this out. He is going to continue.
cytown did get his Triforce out of level 5, and now he will be wrapping over to Vanilla 5.
That's over in the Lost Hills. I don't think we've seen that level yet.
We have not. I think it might be 9 at this point.
It might be 9 at this point, but we haven't seen the raft spot. We haven't seen Recorder Lake, so there are still a couple options. I think
We have
8
seen
is
the
what
raft
there
spot.
it is.
Raft
8
spot
is one
was-
of them.
He finds
Oh, we have. Okay, we have
level
seen
8.
raft spot. My bad.
Yes.
That means level 9 has to be under Recorder Lake. I think. Have we seen everything else?
Yes. TGE's still going. cytown in level 8, as you mentioned, in the Lost Hills. Currently fighting these beefy dart nuts.
And there are 3 items in this level 8. In this case, though, it's 2 staircase drops. One of which is normally the book, by the way, which you've already seen. The other one is a floor drop. And by the way, I mentioned level 9 had to be in Recorder Lake at this point. Assuming that is the case, we know the Recorder will not be a item that the runners are necessarily in a hurry to find, unless the Dig Dogger is blocking something extremely important.
Instant Triforce in 8, but knowing that he still needs Recorder and Ladder and Silver Arrows, cytown is going. Whoa! Beautiful kill on the
Nice.
Manhandler, right in the center segment to get all 4 of the shooters.
I do want to mention as well here, Malkior, that because cytown is up in the Lost Hills right now, notice his heart count is 6 hearts. Now, there is a cave that normally holds the white sword. Show me your moves! There is a cave that normally holds the white sword. That normally can be picked up on 5 hearts in the vanilla game. In the randomizer, it takes anywhere from 4 to 6 hearts, each one being an extra 33% chance as we find our white sword in level 8. So because cytown has 6 hearts, that means he has a 100% chance of getting that white sword item. TGE, if he were to go for it, he would have a 2 out of 3 chance, 67% chance of being able to pick up whatever that item is. We don't know what that item is yet. That could be the ladder up there at the White Sword Cave.
This is all fair and true, Cyclone, but TGE is hoping to find Ladder, Recorder, or something of value in these top rooms of 6 that he was unable to get to earlier.
I would have probably come back with a little more health in his case, but he is really pot committed on the level at this point.
This one room right here in the corner, this is what he's been waiting 10 minutes to get to. Will it have a key item?
Somewhere around 15 minutes by now. These are all very chunky enemies too, even by vanilla standards. Takes a trap. Nothing.
Nothing!
You get nothing!
Good day, sir.
There's still a lot of the level on the left side that he can explore, however.
He's 100% all in pocket.
Oh!
Oh my! Silver arrows.
Silver's in 8.
And
another
every
death to
single
DD.
key item that cytown finds lowers the odds of this all-in play at 6 being beneficial for TGE.
Yeah, if cytown finds the ladder here, this could spell disaster for TGE, who spent about, I want to say about 15 minutes by now in this dungeon. But thankfully, it is just a heart container. On the contrary to what I just said, if TGE were to find the ladder in this dungeon, that would be game-changing.
Yeah, and I just finally saw TGE's exploration of this 6. He's still only been through half of it. The combat in this 6 has been terrifying.
That's what I was noticing earlier, too. He's only been through half the dungeon. There's still a ton of exploration on the left. He has cleaned out the entire right side of the level. Call me Fred. Okay.
Hi, Fred.
I guess Fred's losing level 6 now.
Without a ladder, cytown's setting up his wrap over the river so he can go explore the 9 location. He'll be joining up in level 6 with TGE in just a few moments.
Now, even without the ladder, you can work your way around and get to the other side of that. You can walk up here at the start of the game if you want to, if you can avoid all those Lionels with 3 hearts and a wooden sword in the vanilla game. So you can still walk around here at the very start of the game. This wrap just makes it a lot faster and takes a lot less time.
Cytown gonna use the pirouette trick to see if he can open the left door of this 6. And yes, he does.
Yep, TG did the same
And
thing.
Cytown.
Let's
Sorry,
see
go ahead.
let's see how Cytown's exploration of this level goes and his combat. This will be interesting.
It should be a lot quicker, I can tell you that much, because he has both wand and white sword. So swinging with the wand and the white sword at the same time, he's doing 4 points of damage. He's doing mag sword damage if he swings on the same frame with both the wand and the white sword.
At the way this is going right now, it would not be surprising, I think, at this point to see TGE and Cytown walk out here at the same time, because TGE's taken a lot of deaths working with just 5 hearts and a wooden sword. So the fact that Cytown has that extra capability could be game-changing.
It's a heart. It's a heart in the staircase of 6.
All that.
I still think the floor items at large. I don't know if we've seen any items in this 6.
While Cytown getting his compass, he knows where the Triforce is now. He's going to momentarily be greeted by the plethora of ladder blocks.
And the lower left area of this 6 is still completely unexplored. A very valuable floor item could be hiding over there. Cytown finds he's ladder blocked. Now this is important. Mentally, what does he do?
He finds the bomb hole does not open on that side. So he's going to move over here. He's going to try bombing up here.
He does find the
There's
bomb
that
hole
hole.
to the north.
We knew that hole existed, but he's going to find another ladder block north of this Gleeok. When he goes north, and then I think straight up is one of the ladder blocks. There's another one in the room to the right below
He
the
never cleared
Triforce.
this Gleeok. There could be something here.
I was wrong. Sorry, the ladder blocks are in the rooms to the northeast and the room to the east of that.
Yes, once he goes to the right here, Cytown will find his couple of ladder blocks, but he's
Oh,
just
he's going
going
to use the door
so he'll
first.
find his path to the Triforce direct. TGE. Oh, be careful, man.
Cytown going to continue to explore for the moment. Find a doorway. He'll keep going.
Really trying to make do with this red candle combat. He's going to respawn the room. He was able to kill some enemies. He's going to go back in. There is a primary enemy. Looks like it's the you can't really respawn a room with Vires in it because the bats, they count as double enemies.
And I don't think they can be killed
Trying
with
to
a
get rid
bomb
of some
today.
blue Lionels.
Yeah, I don't think they can be killed with a bomb today either. I think they're beefy if I remember seeing that correctly. So they're going to respawn all the time.
Yeah. Oh, another ping. Right as he was trying to hit the bubble to like have it shield him for a second.
And he's back in. He is, as we said before, still going to be pot committed to this level. Cytown going to go back for the Triforce later, but if he takes the lower path, he'll be in for a rude discovery.
Even with like Cytown been through over half the dungeons, he still only has 2 keys, Cyclone.
Yes,
Keys
keys
could
come
still
into play.
be a very big factor in this seed. Whoever's in the lead.
Yeah, the magical key has not been found yet. Now, if that item were to be here in 6, keys will not be an issue for either runner, but Cytown will still have a huge... There's that heart container. He will still have a huge edge in that case, and because he will have that extra exploration, and both runners will still be needing the ladder. So that would give Cytown a huge lead if it turns out the item is something that's just an accessory like that. But the fact that they're both in this level now, they're both going to get that item means that TGE at this point, I have to believe, is way behind.
Oh, absolutely. He's been behind, but he's making the big gamble. And it just might pay off because Cytown has been in here. Something's got to be in this 6. It's not guaranteed, but with so many of our dungeons still blocked by ladder, the fact that you can still get around this 6 has to say something.
So
Cytown's now
Cytown,
looking for his floor drop.
Cytown now making the rude discovery of the ladder blocks on the lower half of the Triforce. Is he going to try and bomb this wall? I thought maybe this wall, but It will not lead to the Triforce, nor will he be able to go up. He can't go to either direction anyway, so he has to go down.
Checking this bottom left side of TGE is checking this bottom left side of 6. Was unsuccessful previously. Gets a good setup with the red candle on the Vires.
That's a key. Cytown is currently sitting on 3 keys, so he has a slight key advantage as well. He's probably going to open that locked door in a moment. We will see. Actually, no, that won't lead anywhere. There's no reason to open that door because he's already been in that.
Ladder!
There's the ladder!
It was just 2 rooms below the Triforce!
It was through the locked door. TGE had access to it, never went to it.
And that cytown is 1 recorder away from being in go mode. He's got both items out of 6. Oh, but he takes the death to the Vires. He's looking for his Triforce out of this 6, and then he'll look for his recorder elsewhere. So TGE's inclinations were correct. There is something here. He has just yet to find it. And he's looking in the wrong area for it.
And I have a feeling at this point, because he spent so much time here, he's going to think that he's checked every room. And I've seen this happen with other runners in other seeds as well. We've seen Silvers passed up at 8 because a room was not cleared. We've seen Ladder passed up in an early level because that room was missed. I like things like that. Just thinking you've cleared the entire dungeon. There's still a few rooms he has not been to as well. He's going to go back and do those few rooms. But
Scariest.
Missing 1 room in a dungeon the size of 37 rooms, missing 1 room, that's enough to completely turn a race.
It happens to everyone. The scariest thing for me, Cyclone, is having just looked at TGE's map, he's been in that ladder room. It's a diamond staircase room. Occasionally runners might forget to clear diamond staircase rooms because it depends on the flag set whether they could have a drop or not. Or maybe just the combat in it was too terrifying and so he took the staircase first to get to another part of 6. It's under that locked door. If he takes that locked door and goes down and clears that room, he will find his ladder.
Down right here, will he take... He can go around. He can actually go around here, so he's going to try to save the key. And you can't go down without fighting these Vires, so he's going to do that. This door shutter has to be open, so he has to clear this room, but that will lead him to the room. Nope, he's leaving. Is he going to go back and take the locked door? No, he has to clear the Vires now to go back to the left. So once you're on this side, you're stuck until you kill something.
And all of these rooms are nasty combat.
So the ladder is down. Will he go down? He is going down. He's just going to waste the key. So he could have done the other room. Maybe he decided it wasn't worth it on a heart and a half. Wanted to get down here. I think he realized he has not cleared this room yet. He's going to find that ladder and probably wish he cleared this room 15 minutes ago.
According to the chat, he died in this room earlier.
I thought he might have.
Everything makes sense now.
I was going to suggest that he could have died in this room too. I thought maybe that's the reason he left and went the other way, because this might have been the last room he was trying to do at the time.
Come on, TGE, you got this. One more Lionel. cytown picks up his bow on the coast and then goes back into level 2. There's the ladder for TGE.
So after about a 25-minute level 6, TGE finally leaves with his ladder and the triangle and the heart container. And he's finally going to find another dungeon here, but he has lost a lot of time in this race. And look at cytown's rupees, by the way. Back in the level 6, I saw that he had 255. He can do some shopping if he wants to. Pick up. He doesn't need the silver arrows, so maybe buy a little bait just in case he needs it, I guess. I don't think we've seen our bait block yet.
This is true. We have not. TGE making his way over to the White Sword as cytown is back into level 3 where he was previously ladder blocked.
He's going to clear out all of his ladder blocks now. TGE is going to be happy he had the ladder when he gets to these dungeons, because he does not even know about all these ladder blocks yet. He's going to think he made the right decision, but he's got to be feeling behind after that, like the time. And cytown taking advantage of the opportunity to easily get the ropes to come after him. If you're on the same row of tiles as the rope, then it will come rushing towards you. But if you're on the half tile in between a row or column, it will skip over and it will not come after you because it doesn't recognize it being on the same row. It only stays on a single row. You may have noticed with the dongles too, and actually look at this before I talk about the dongles. Look at this level 3 ink blot. And I some kind of a camel or something. I'm not sure, but look at the right column of this camel in particular, up to the nose. That is one huge column, and a bait block could be blocking something there.
Just key blocks would be dangerous enough. He's still only on, well, now 3 keys. This has been a low-key seed, or whatever keys our runners have found have needed to be immediately used. But TGE does find his white sword out of 8.
Ah, Rupee Boss guarding one of those fabled keys. Up to 5 keys.
Finding that white sword 8 has got to be, or rather early in 8, has got to be soul crushing for TGE, knowing he could have had this for all of his combat in 6.
And look at that. Shoot room for Cytown is where the Triforce is. So, oh, shoot?
And Cytown found Red Ring in that 3 as well. He is like geared up both offensively and defensively for the rest of this seed.
Yeah, so that bait block will not come into play on that column if that is indeed where it is. So
Cytown will go back to that 1 to find the one item he never found. We'll discover it's a heart container and be a little disappointed, but he'll be fine to go ahead and mark this off his list.
Question in chat, is 2 at Vanilla 7? No, I think we might have seen level 2 already. I don't think we've seen level 9 though. I think we are under the belief that level 9 is at Vanilla 7 at this point.
Level 9 is under Recorder Lake. This is confirmed. We have seen all of the dungeon Cyclone, at least for a little bit.
Correct. And there's $5 on the floor for Cytown. Not going to pick that up. He's full of money. Why does he need it?
Found the map for this 8, giving us our first look at it, and it's gross.
Yeah, I'm not going to name that.
Nice and big with a tiny little square off to the bottom.
Now, level 8, I think, has, if I'm not mistaken, 2 transport staircases normally. That segment means that 1 more will be added. So there are going to be at least 3 transports in that level, if my math is correct.
It's a battle rifle, or like an AK-47 or something. I don't know about the square. Cytown finds his floor drop in 1. Up in A's. Saves back to the beginning.
I'm being informed that I had the number of staircases at 8 wrong. It's 1 staircase plus the segmented 1, so that's 2 staircases in level 8. So Cytown taking advantage of the warp staircases under the power bracelet. Now, sometimes, or very often in other flag sets, the power bracelet could potentially be required because you might find one of the dungeons under one of those rocks. But in this flag set, because everything's in its vanilla location, you're going to find the only thing under those rocks is another one of those staircases. At least in first quest. If it was second quest, one of them would be a dungeon. But in first quest, they're all warp staircases.
Cytown back into level 5. Previously only found the power bracelet here. He'll be looking for his staircase. Yes, will Goba block the staircase like previously predicted? Let us see.
We're about to find out. It is a staircase.
It's a staircase.
It is the item. It is the magical key.
Not now the one he wanted.
That is not required, but let's just say the key problems are a thing of the past now.
They are, but this means he still has to find his recorder to get into 9.
TGE, I'm pretty sure, would be happy to have that magical key right now.
Yes, but he probably won't find it for quite a while. Because he has ladder. He could go pick up his bow, but he still does not have arrows of any kind. Of the wooden or silver variety. And Cytown's back into 7.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Cytown is trying to dig out level 7 now. Down to 237 rupees. Lots of arrow money. So he's going to use some of that. If he can find that whistle in here, he's good to go. He just has to get the Triforce out of level 2 when he goes back there, get that whistle, and he's off to find Ganon at level 9.
I wasn't warned just briefly of a possibility through the chat. That level 4 where we saw practically every room and still couldn't find our floor item. If that Dig Dogger is the floor item in 4, it can't be the recorder because you need the recorder to kill the Dig Dogger. So that would be an impossible seed. That does take one possibility off of the runner's quote-unquote like list of where to check.
That is
So
correct.
that's probably why cytown is planning to go deep into the 7 before going back to a smaller dungeon like 4.
Yeah, that's correct because as you said, the whistle cannot be held by an enemy that needs the whistle clear, just like the Goma cannot hide the bow. It can hide the silver arrows. It cannot hide the bow because you need the bow to fire the silver arrows or the regular arrows. So anything like that will not be set up. As a result, the ladder can't be on the other side of a ladder block, for example, either. So anything like that. Cytown using the silver arrows to kill those mummies in 2 shots apiece.
He's still taking the state. He's going through every single spot. He does find a bomb ball to the north to a previously non-accessible room.
I don't predict Cytown to have any problems with this patch after that one we saw early in the game.
Oh, no. And he has Red Ring, even if there were problems.
Bomb upgrade.
And he has +3 bombs if there were... TGE press recorder at 8!
Oh my.
Everything's back open again. If TGE can blaze through the rest of the dungeons and get his Triforce and get into his go mode, everything's open again.
That is a major find for TGE. If Cytown were to find it here in the 7, that'd pretty much be game. But TGE, he still does need the raft out to 7, so he is going to have to go back to 7 himself to get that. And he's also going to need the silver, he's also going to need the bow. He has a lot of items to still find. There's still a lot of digging to do. It's still going to be a hard fight.
I'm so sorry, dude, but like, this creates a race now. The raft was very close to start in 7. TGE could find it no problem. Bow's on the coast. If he keeps digging this 8 and finds his silver arrows, we can still have a race.
We could. Now he won't have the magical key, so keys could be a problem for him. But other than that, this has become a race.
Come on, TGE, please find those silvers.
So Cytown goes to save. He's back to the beginning. Where is he heading right now?
TGE finds the silvers in 8.
Yep, yes, the silvers. If Cytown has to 8, this again could be the game, but we will find out. He's taking the warp staircase right now.
He hasn't fully cleared 2 yet, because 2 was ladder block.
He may be thinking about getting the Triforce out of 2 and just checking what's in there. That is very well possible. He is heading up to the level 6 location right now. He doesn't have enough hearts to make a play on Magical Sword. He need at least 10 to do that. He has 9. He may not pick it up anyway, even if he had the option. He's going to level 4.
Now, he's going to go through every single room of this 4, just double checking. And I think we're going to find the item under that Dig Dogger. And find it's nothing.
That's either going to be a heart container or the magical boomerang. I'm going to say it right now.
8 out of 8. Come on, TGE, go to the coast. Please, come on, man.
In fact, I'm going to double down on the magical boomerang under the Dig Dogger.
I like that. I like that bet.
Because the only other item we have not found are the heart containers. So that's the last main item in the game.
Cytown's seen every room now. He's starting to put things together. Cytown has seen every room in this 4, and he's like, what's going on? He figured it out. He's like, Dig Dogger, Flute can't be under that. This is worthless, and he's out.
Yeah, he looked at the items that he still needs. He knows the flute is the only thing he needs for go mode. He knows the Dig Dogger will not hide that, and he has not seen a 4-drop anywhere else. So he knows that Dig Dogger has to be hiding whatever is there. We're not going to see what it is now, but he knows that it's not something he needs.
TGE's heading to the coast, and he will get his bow. Cytown is back into 7.
Oh my.
Did he not find the staircase item in 7? He's only seen possibly half of it.
If he did, it would have been a heart container, so he could have possibly forgotten that he saw it as well if that was the case.
Big plays being made by both runners. TGE has his bow. He's going to get into level 2. Cytown had a nope out of this early because he found it earlier in the sea. 2 was ladder blocked nearly from the beginning. So TGE will probably full explore this too, looking for his raft.
Well, we're going to have a check of this dig dog right now by TGE in level 2. Could this be an item? It is! It's a heart container!
That's information. TGE will take any amount of health he can get right now. Oh man, he's rapid firing those silvers. He's ready to go fast. That recorder find for TGE is so huge. At this point, 8 is going to be the last dungeon that Cytown checks.
It's looking like that might be the case because
This is segmented too.
Because
There's
8
not
is
normally a staircase in level 2, so this is a segmented 2. It's taking us somewhere else.
I was trying to say that you're absolutely right because 8 is such a large dungeon, not as large as level 6, which is already cleared out, but because it is such a large dungeon, he is going to probably check all of the smaller dungeons first. I think you're right. Level 8 will be the last place to go.
TGE is going to go ahead and pick up his Triforce out of 2.
TGE just needs the raft out of 7 to be in go mode.
He is leaving 2. Which, given his knowledge, is a gamble. But given our knowledge, we know it's the correct play.
TGE is not going to 7 yet. He's going back to 5. He needs the Triforce here. He will get this.
And in 5, if he kills this Goma right now, he'll get his any key as well, which will end his key problems.
And he has 1 key. This will be a very good find for him.
And we're discovering Cytown has rooms in this 7 he can't get to because they're Dig Dogger blocked. It's kind of hampering his exploration, even if he knows Recorder can't be directly in those rooms.
That was a nice double kill on that pair of Dig Doggers there. Got both of them stunned, managed to kill them both with 1 bomb after using the sword to hit him from there.
Yeah, I saw that very clean. The rest of the 7 seems to be blocked by these Dig Doggers, which that would be a clue that they're not required. But Cytown's kind of panicking right now. He can't figure out this seed. He up in A's. At this point, he's probably going to go back to 8. We will see.
I might have said Dig Dogs instead of the Dongos there. If I did, that was the Dongos that were being killed with the bombs.
Yeah, in any case, it was a very skillful kill.
It was.
That double dose. That's not the direction to 8. Cytown is going to go now into level 2, which he had previously left unfinished.
Now we know the whistle is not here, so he will not find it in this dungeon. We know that the heart container is located under one of those Dodongos, but he could potentially explore the entire level looking for that 4-drop, and he won't know that it's actually under here. There's 2 4-drops, by the way, in this level, so he won't know that one of them is located under that Dig Dogger.
This is more time for TGE to... He can't get through this too. This part is not accessible.
Is that a big...
You have to get through that Dig Dogger. You have to get through that Dig Dogger to get through the rest of 2. That actually gives him a clue if he like puts it all together that it can't be in 2.
We just came to a conclusion as well. I don't know if we saw it on Cytown's side or not, but I think we just saw our bait block on TGE's side in the upper left corner of that right segment. That means the bait block will not be of relevance today.
Cytown's going back into 7 again, I think. Cytown's back in 4. He's gonna clear the Dig Dogger room just for his sanity.
Does he think he can't clear the Dig Dogger room?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, he's probably checking
that it's a Dig Dogger in there. Oh no.
He's checking other rooms, I think.
He's
so he's
seen
gonna clear
every
out
room of this
again
4.
just to
He's
sure.
clearing it for his sanity. TGE gets the Triforce out of 5.
Did he mark level 8 as being fully dug out? Is that what's going on here?
I have no idea. Whatever it is, it's allowing TGE to make up monumental time in this race.
Commenting in chat, forget 9, the flute is the great equalizer tonight. Yes, that whistle is indeed the great equalizer at this point. TGE found it. Cytown having a hard time finding it, and TGE is bringing back a lot of time. He's only 1 Triforce behind now. Cytown can't continue in level 2 without that whistle. TGE has cleared 2. He just has to get 3 and 7.
I wanted a great race. I didn't necessarily want it by 2 runners self-destructing.
Yeah, this is not what we expected, but it's turning out to be a classic right now.
TGE finds his floor item in 7.
There it is.
TGE is the first runner in go mode.
All announced at 56 minutes, 33 seconds, TGE is officially in go mode. He just needs 2 Triforces. He's off to level 9.
After spending 20 minutes in level 6, probably double-digit deaths in 1 dungeon alone, TGE is the first runner in go mode. Cytown finds its Dig Dogger, still exploring 4. Cytown has to find his way back to level 8 to get his recorder.
And TGE finding the block to pushing the block to open the door in level 7. He is looking for that Triforce and only that Triforce. He does not need any other items. Do not collect heart containers. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Do maybe while you're in 3, find the red ring. Because he might, knowing he still doesn't have red ring, in short dungeons, he might still check out some staircases to find some items.
He may, but at this point, he must have a feeling that he's lost. Oh, he knows where the Triforce is now. He must know that he's lost some time on that level 6. I have a feeling he may try to rush it.
I can guarantee you both of these runners are panicked out of their minds. These are high-class, top-level runners. They see it's closing in on an hour, and neither one of them has finished, and they're thinking, I'm not even in 9 yet. What is going on?
TGE takes a death in level 7. TGE takes a death in level 7. And it's being known, by the way, in the chat that level 3, the red ring was on the force path to the Triforce, so there is a good chance TGE will find it.
That's good news. That's good news. We are establishing the mental fortitude of our runners now, Cyclone. Both of them have to be thinking, my opponent's in 9. It's 58 minutes. My opponent's got to be in 9.
While TGE is trying to take on this Patra for the second time, he's trying to back off. He found that it's locked in the smaller pattern, so he zoomed back in to finish it off. Got the right fly down. Now to kill the big fly and the key, which he doesn't need anymore. Don't know why he picked it up. And he's continuing over 1 room away from the Triforce. Can just go straight down. Doesn't have to waste any time here. Cytown, by the way, is back in 7 himself. He is still not in the right place to pick up the much-needed whistle.
I hate to say it. I really do, knowing how quality of a runner he is. But I believe Cytown, at this point, has mismarked his level 8.
I guarantee you.
Believes he fully cleared the dungeon.
I guarantee you he mismarked it. I can't see any reason why he would have gone back to level 7 3 times and not gone back to level 8. I'm guaranteed he mismarked it.
And this 7 is fully locked off. The only way to continue is to go through What else? Nothing else. Guess what? A dig dogger room.
TG picking up his water of life from one of the take-ennys on Candle Row. He is ready for the Gan fight when he gets there.
TGE is officially 100% in the lead now, making his way to the island where he will find level 3. Cytown still digging through the 7, trying to find any one opening that might start allowing him to put this seed together in his head, because none of it makes sense now.
He knows all he needs is the whistle. He knows once he gets that, he can do level 2 and he's off to level 9. But what he does not know is that the whistle is in level 8. He's been searching for it now, I think, for at least 20 minutes.
Yeah,
possibly longer.
I was about to say the same thing. Not only does he know all he needs is the whistle, he knows I've been searching for one item for 20 plus minutes. And that will wear you out. That will wear someone out mentally and emotionally.
TGE not picking up the wand. He had the magic book.
Cytown at 8.
Okay, good. If he can
Fortunately,
get...
if mismarked it, he'll probably have to 100% this 8 to find his recorder.
If he can find the whistle quickly, then he can get to level 2. He can clear level 2 quickly, and level 9 could still be a 15-minute level for all we know. We don't know yet, because we haven't seen it yet, obviously. So we could still have anything happen in level 9.
Cyclone, how nuts would it be if, after all of this mayhem and madness, TGE finds his red ring in 3? If we still have, like, anywhere from, like, a 2-minute difference of level 9 entry times for the runners, how crazy would that be?
If we still end up with a really close race, this is going to be incredible. So Cytown working on the Goma right now just to make sure it's not the Goma. There's the bomb drop. There's what I like to call one of the moat shoots, because it looks like a shoot, but it's just a ladder block shoot.
I hate to wish more evil on our runners, but I want one of the most hellish 9s in existence.
Don't lie. You don't hate it at all.
I do. I don't want to wish ill on the runners, but I want a hefty 9. I want this to challenge them mentally and physically, and just prepare them even more for game 2, which is right after this.
Interrupting you, TGE has his final Triforce. He is off to level 9. We are now looking for a roar and a door. We're going to get to Recorder Lake in very, very small distance away. We're going to get to hear the whistle music for the first time here today, so we're going to give you an opportunity to play Name That Tune, because we're going to get to see
what
that music is. And Cytown is off to level 2 to get his Triforce out of there and join TGE at level 9. Oh my goodness.
Kicking himself, but this is still close.
It is still close. So TGE doesn't need to go up to the ferry here. We're going to go straight over to level 9. It's going to go up, and ladies and gentlemen, name that tune. Well, okay, it wasn't a custom tune. Never mind.
It's ye old reliable. Ye old faithful.
I'm going to say that was Super Mario Brothers 3 music.
TGE entering 9 at like 103.25. I didn't quite catch it. All I know is I'm gonna watch when Cytown enters 9.
Yeah, it was about.
Go
it
ahead.
was in the 103 range. You're absolutely right.
Zelda! What?
Wow! Zelda, 1 room north of the entrance. Well, 2 rooms, because that's where the door is. 1 room north. So, you wanted a nasty level 9, you were saying?
There's still Ganon. We're still looking for a pig. We're looking for the sound of Ganon, which will indicate he's 1 room adjacent to where the runners currently are.
Now, here's what's interesting about this. We can hear Ganon from any room north, south, east, or west of TGE's current location, whatever room he is in. So if we hear roaring, we know roughly where Ganon is located. Not exactly. We need to get a second room to pinpoint exactly where he is. We have a rough idea where he is. and that could be all TGE will need at this point. If cytown gets there and hears it first, that can happen. We've had that happen in many races.
cytown's recording over to Vanilla 3 so he can walk up to Recorder Lake. TGE has about 90-second lead on cytown. 90 seconds. After all of the craziness that we have seen in this seed, whether it be like remembering stuff, whether it be combat, whether it be floor drops buried in dungeons, 90 seconds.
So it's being known that we did see the vanilla Ganon room. Ganon, of course, was not home. He found a new hiding place. He knew that was too easy to find.
cytown finds Zelda. It was just up 2 rooms.
Yeah, right north of the gated entrance. So Zelda almost got out of the dungeon. She just got stopped on the way out.
I've been so hyped about like how close this has been. I forgot to track the dungeon along with the runners. Compass for cytown!
Well, he knows where the girl is.
Oh,
so
yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm just, everything is just, this could go any way now.
If anything, what that compass could do, if he ends up in a room near where Zelda is, it will at least tell him don't bomb that wall. So that will at least give him that little bit of information as well. That could be helpful to save some bombs, if anything.
I've already like put myself in the.
We hear Ganon.
Oh my!
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon, or in this case, Zelda.
He does have a safety potion as well. It'll take 8 hits with the white sword to defeat Zelda.
He's going for the stun lock, just trying to slash in the center, try for the stun lock. There it is. Got a Zelda hug, has to use the potion. This will throw off his timing on the stun lock. At least Zelda's nice enough to wait. And now with health refill, he's going to try and get the stun lock again. And go for it. There it is. One more. Needs 8 hits. That's it. So Silver Arrow, and we have Royal Jelly, ladies and gentlemen.
TGE, after spending at least 20 minutes in level 6 to eventually find his ladder, being probably 5 Triforces behind at one point, is going to come back and win this race.
And cytown is close to Ganon. He's north of Ganon right now, I think.
The Green Leaf Defect finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 47 seconds. What a seed! What a race! What on earth?
So cytown is very close to the Lionel room next to Ganon right now. I think it's this one, actually. Yeah, nope, one down. One down from here, I think, is the Lionel room. And this will take him close to Ganon. Nope, I'm wrong. I got the orientation is a little off, apparently. But he is very close to Ganon. I want to see if we can follow him through Ganon before we bring TGE in here. I think he must have heard Ganon by now.
There's the magical boomerang. We find it in 9.
So we know where the final item was located, at least. There is the door to Ganon right there. I knew it was close to him. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the final time, here's Ganon. And it looks like TGE did have custom whistle music on, because look at what's on his screen. The recorder music was Whistle from Super Mario Bros. 3. Vanilla. That is hilarious. So, cytown is just got the 8th hit on Ganon. We have Bacon. He's off to get some to get the girl, and we're gonna get both of them in here as soon as he has the girl 3 rooms from now. He just has to go north to the next room. He will find the door opens. He knows where it is. A little too late, but oh my, did that just turn into a crazy race today? We did not expect it to go that way, but my goodness, was that a close race. So we're going to have an official SRL time for cytown of 1 hour and 9 minutes and 38 seconds. Get your GGs in chat for both of our runners today. That was a difference of about 1 minute and 51 seconds.
I've seen some crazy races in my time of randomizers. I'm new to running, but I've been watching these things for years. That's one of the just that's one of the craziest races, one of the most like flip floppy, come from behind, you name it, wins I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was absolutely mind-boggling. I wish we could interview these runners right now. I just remembered that we do have a game 2 coming up right behind this. So I wish we could actually interview these runners right now because I really want to know what happened to both of them in this game. But they do have to get ready for a second game. This is a doubleheader. So make sure you do stay with us here on Speed Gaming because we do have the second race in the series coming up. We do have the information on the commentary. I'm just trying to get it in front of me here so we can give it to you as well. It looks like our tracker Alsoa who is tracking this race is going to be doing the commentary for the next race, along with Bogey Smalls, who I actually saw in the chat for this race as well. They're both going to be in the commentary booth for this second race of this doubleheader. Can't Find Bonds will be coming in to track that one. So they're going to be joining us as the crew for the next race. Malkir and I will step out to them. So make sure you guys stay tuned for the second game. But before we do wrap here, Malkir, what are your final thoughts on that first game?
Mind melting. My brain can't comprehend.
I don't think you're the only one at this point. So make sure you guys stay tuned. If you do want to see other races in this tournament as well, there is another doubleheader starting at Randomania. Bring that up in the background. That's going to be happening over there at the same time, 9 o'clock. We also have later on tonight one race, game number 2 between RC Drone and Captain Green 7. That will be back here on this channel in 2 hours right after this race. So a little bit after this race ends, we're going to have that race come on here as well. So make sure you come back for that one as well. Let's go ahead and call it here, get ready for the next crew to come in. We're going to take a little bit of an ad break while we get ready for the next race. But if you like that first race, there's more coming. Stay right here for Cytown versus TGE. Game number 2 coming up next right here on Speed Gaming. Be right back.
Stay tuned, everyone.